we love food, colored green, bell peppers and long string beans, pickles, celery, cucumbers too. All these foods are good for you.
Welcome to Storytime Cooks, as we learn about food through books. Today we're going to be reading a really fun story called A Pizza with Everything on It by Kyle Shelley, illustrated by Andy Pizza. Isn't that a neat last name for a book about pizza? When your dad owns a pizza shop, you can have whatever kind of pizza you want. How fun would that be for your dad to have a pizza shop? So when Dad asked what I was hungry for, I said, "Give me a pizza with everything on it." Dad said, "Everything?" And I said, "Everything." Wonder what kind of pizza he's going to come up with. So Dad tossed the dough while I stirred the sauce. We put down 3 different kinds of cheeses and then added a 4th just to be safe. Cheddar, mozzarella, Swiss, and a mystery kind. We started with the basics: pepperoni, sausage, tomatoes, peppers, even those little mushrooms that look like noses. And we could have green peppers, or we could have yellow peppers, or red peppers, all kinds of good things. Dad said, "Perfect." But I said, "No, Dad, I want a pizza with everything on it." Wonder what he meant by everything. Dad ran across the street and came back with his arms full of groceries. Pickles, ice cream cones, boiled eggs, a turkey, apples, a bag of chips, and all of it went on the pizza. I don't think I've ever had a pizza with all those kinds of things on it before. Dad said, "Perfect." But I said, "No, Dad, I want a pizza with everything on it." Dad got a mischievous look in his eyes, and I knew exactly what he was thinking. Everything? Everything. So in a flash, Dad threw his rolling pin across the pizza, followed by his chef's hat. Then I put a blender on top of that as Dad added a table and chairs. That is going to be a crazy pizza. Books and pencils and a notebook fell onto the pizza as I turned my backpack upside down. Dad said, "Perfect." But I said, "No, Dad, I want a pizza with everything on it." Dad said, "I think we're going to need to take this outside." Dad rolled the pizza into the street as I rode my bicycle up onto the toppings. Dad added a dog house, then a tree house, and then a real house, and then the White House. But something was about to go terribly wrong. I've never seen pizzas large enough to have all that stuff on there. Have you? Let's see what's going to happen. Perhaps it was the addition of a particular accelerator, or perhaps the weight of the pizza simply became greater than what the crust could bear. Whatever it was bad. And if we looked at this, you would find all kinds of things. There's a basketball and a hot dog and a hedgehog, an umbrella, a sandwich, just everything you can think of. Just as Dad was pushing the wheelbarrow full of penguins to the top of the pizza, there was a loud pop. Then a crunch. Then we started to fall. Oh no! In a blink of an eye, the pizza began to collapse in on itself. Everything was speeding towards the center of the pizza. I grabbed Dad's hand, Dad grabbed the crust, and we held on for dear life. And there they are, hanging on to the crust. "It is a pizza black hole," Dad shouted. "Everything is being sucked in." "Everything?" I yelled back. Dad gulped. "Everything." Dads are awfully strong, but black holes are stronger. especially pizza black holes. And he's showing his muscles. Can you guys show me your muscles? See how strong you are? And this is just a pretend book. This really isn't going to happen. I can't hang on anymore, Dad yelled. Together, we flew into the swirling pizza vortex. Then everything went black. There they go. And all you could see was their eyes. Everything stayed black as a burnt pizza crust. I don't like burnt pizza crust. Then boom, a big pizza bang. And it says boom, B-O-O-M. What's going to happen next? The universe exploded in a burst of toppings, and everything was pizza. Dad and I were launched through a pizza gallery into our pizza solar system. I have a really good imagination. And we flew towards the pizza earth, into our pizza town, and we landed back at our pizza shop. Papa Zaza's, or should I say, our pizza shop. Dad looked at me. Perfect, he said, a little unsure. What do you think? Is the pizza going to be perfect now? It was perfect. Well, I like pizza, and sometimes I like to make pizza at home. And if we can use different kinds of things for crust, that makes it really fun. So today, we're going to use a flatbread. And this is a nice size for individual pizzas, and it's really thin. So we're going to take this and we're going to put it in the oven and we're going to broil it just for a little bit until it gets a little bit crunchy. And then we're going to add some sauce, and you can make your own sauce. You can buy pizza sauce, or you can just use leftover spaghetti sauce. And then we're going to spread that on our crust, and we're going to add some cheese, and we're going to add some peppers. As I mentioned, you could do green peppers or orange peppers or red peppers. Sometimes these colored peppers taste different than a green pepper. So if we're not a green pepper fan, you might try a red, yellow, or an orange and see if you like that. You could put mushrooms, and today I put some fresh basil on my pizza. So if you have any herbs, that works really well too, and it makes it taste delicious. If you want some meat on your pizza, you can do some meal prep and cook some hamburger or sausage, crumble it up and cook that, freeze it, and then when you're ready to make your pizza, just get it out a little bit and put on top. And then put it back under the broiler and toast it until that cheese melts, and you've got a really quick and easy pizza. And when we think about pizzas that we make at home, this was actually a whole grain crust, a multi-grain. So that's an easy way to get some extra fiber in from our grain group. We've got vegetables on our pizza, and we have some cheese on our pizza from the dairy group, and we've got some meat from the protein group. So you almost have your whole plate covered just from that one fun pizza that you've made at home. I hope you'll come back next week and join us for another segment of Storytime Cooks, where we learn about food through books.
We love food colored green, bell peppers and long string beans, pickles, celery, cucumbers too. All these foods are good for you.